Hello everybody, welcome to Travel Around the World with Softy Safiyah and her sisters. How are you, Softy?
Fine.
And which country are we going today?
Norway.
Norway. And how are you?
Scandinavian countries.
Scandinavian countries. There are 5 Scandinavian countries. Chumpy, can you name one? Starts
Denmark.
with Denmark. And Zingi Zainab, can you say Finn and a land?
Finland.
Okay. And we'll learn a lot about. Yeah, tell me.
Sweden.
Sweden.
Norway.
And which one are we meeting?
Iceland.
Iceland. There are 5 countries. And today, Norway is the country that we're going to start about. Now, the best part about Norway is the capital of Norway is a very, very important place. What is
Oslo.
it? Oslo.
And
So remember, Norway has a big O in the middle. Can you see the O?
Yes.
And O starts with Oslo. You'll never forget it now. I'll tell you a story of Norway. Norway is filled with polar bears, ice driving, glaciers, fjords. You know, FJORD, fjord, is a glacier lake. And I'll tell you about it.
What is it?
But the best part about Norway is the Viking. Who are the Viking?
Vikings were the people.
Yes, and they have 2 horns around it, isn't it?
Yes.
So, in Arabic it's called Dulkarnain.
And
The 2-horn hat.
There are Vikings in the Dragon movie.
The
It's called-
Absolutely.
Conquered the means there were many countries with Norway.
Yes.
But especially Norway only started
The Black
Viking
Dragon
thing,
could
and
not
they
fly.
conquered
And
the whole means like Germany, like countries they
The
conquered.
Vikings were very strong and they were ruthless. You know ruthless? Barbaric. They would not mind killing anybody. They would be ready to snatch anything in front. What they like, they will take it. So one day, there's this Viking whose name was Eric.
but Vikings
He
are
went
not
to
bad. no?
England.
They're not bad, they're raiders. That time they used to sail in big ships and go conquer. He went to England, and the problem with this Viking was he had many sons. Okay, this Viking had almost like 7 sons, 10 sons. So now only one can become the heir. The inheritor can be one, only one can become the king. So all these sons started fighting one another. So what did he do? He was very, very fair. That's why his name is Eric Fairhair. What he did? He killed all the 6 sons. Problem over, he said. That's how the Vikings were. Vikings were people who could just kill anybody. He killed his own children. Yeah, Jveria. Jumpy is like her mouth is. Huh? That is why they called him Blood Axe. You know Axe? They called his name. His nickname became Blood Axe. Viking has some lovely stories. Loki, one of the best Viking, is a very popular story that we will tell some other time. Yes.
The Black Dragon could not fly. And it was falling down again and
Okay,
again.
so Viking have dragon stories also.
Loki is from which country?
Loki is all from Norway. The Vikings were all Scandinavian raiders. But anyway, there were good Vikings also who would sail and go and establish. And then, you know what they would eat? Seals, polar bears,
Vikings.
Arctic foxes, Arctic hare, and occasionally they'll catch a whale and they'll sleep for many months because the whale has a lot of fat in it, and they eat and the stomach is like heavy. Yes, right. Now what happened was by the way, Norway has lots and lots and lots of polar bears. So one day, one king of England, Henry III, received a present from King Hakon of Norway. So he said, wow, present, it must be something nice. It could be throne, it could be a crown, it could be nice dress. So he went quickly, opened the cage, opened the box, and whoo, a polar bear came out. So the king of Norway had gifted the king of England what? A polar bear. And this polar bear lived in the Tower of London, but they had given a long leash. You know leash? You tie around the dog's neck, so you hold the dog. Its leash was so long that it used to go swim and catch fish in River Thames in London. Real story of a polar bear. Quick question. What's the color of polar bear skin?
White.
So good.
Yeah. The polar bear skin is not white. The fur is transparent. White is because it's only reflecting what is there. It's living in ice.
Indian people were so good.
They were good. They were scared of this polar bear. But by the way, girls, their polar bears are being endangered and they'll almost become extinct. You know why?
They kill dragons.
They kill dragons, polar bears. Zangi says,
Norway's people
you know
are
why?
called as Norwegian.
Norwegian, wonderful.
The road was the animals, but we took it.
Yes, she's right. What happened was animals were living there and we people went and started living there. And we started, using so much of pollution.
Mean.
People are mean, yes, Jumpy. What happened is the best of the world's glaciers, which are massive, massive snow-clad, moving snow and ice, are disappearing every second. So you should go to Norway and see those beautiful glaciers because they will all disappear. And when the ice melts, if the ice is in water, what happens to the water?
People kill the Norways for
the water becomes very cold.
Cold and water starts rising. And water rises, then what happens to polar bear who is living on the ice?
It dies.
They'll drown. They can live for some time, but then they'll drown. And the
Because they
Norwegians,
can't always swim, they have to sleep also.
yes, they're asleep also. The cubs cannot swim all the time, and then they will have no food left because all the seals will die or they'll run away. And Safiyah, you're right, Softy. The Norwegians also kill and hunt narwhals. You know what's a narwhal?
Yes.
What is it?
It has a horn.
Yes, it's like a unicorn of the...
I see.
Right.
You told it in the first.
Yes, you should listen to Animal Tales by Jumpy Jueria. That's a story we got of narwhals. Where is Zingy showing me a narwhal's photo now? Okay, after this story, I'll show you a video of a very thin polar bear.
You know why polar bears are very white?
Yes.
Because we people think that the polar bears are very white, so we took snow and threw it on the polar bears.
They became white?
Yes.
That's called a legend. Jumpy just made a new folklore. By the way, polar bears are white for a reason. Can you think of an animal who wants to hunt and if the animal is all black? Will the other animals? Yes?
They can camouflage.
Camouflage. That's the reason they are white completely, because animals cannot see them and they can hunt. Alright, one very interesting thing also about Norway is Norway has the global seed vault. What it means is it has a huge underground facility, like a bank's locker. Nobody can go there. In a small island in Norway, yes, it's called Svalbard Island, where the scientists are keeping 2 billion seeds, vegetable and flowers. Because they think that if these seeds, if the whole world is destroyed, what will people eat? What will we grow? If we go to Mars, what can we do? So they're keeping this a secret seed growing facility of every flower, every vegetable in the world. And then if every crop of, let's say, like Noah's Ark destroys the whole world, then Norway will give the food to the world. Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
The scientists are doing so many things in Norway. Are you ready? Safiyah, you told me what are Norway people called? Norwegian. Can you answer 3 quick questions now for me? Yes. Are you ready? Very quickly. What's the capital of Norway?
Oslo.
Alright. And what are the colors in the Norway's flag?
Red and blue white.
Excellent.
I think so they thank Russia.
Okay, so they're close to it. But if you remember, all the Scandinavian countries have absolutely similar design of flag.
They have a cross.
Absolutely. They have a cross and then whatever the flag is.
They are brothers.
And they are brothers. And last question to you is, what's a baby polar bear called?
Cub.
Oh, excellent, Jumpy. It's a cub. Until then, let my cubs go to sleep. Say good night to your friends.
Good night.
See you. Bye-bye.